Okay, AAMusic update. Got Apple Music on this phone. Spotify on this one. Google Music on this one, which is constantly crashing. Amazon on this one. Deezer on this one. I'm having no problems with none of them. They're all running like this. Every once in a while, it'll stop back to the playlist like this. But they all run except this one. Except the Google. It's constantly crashing. I have to constantly keep getting up and setting it. So now I just set this phone by me. So whenever I see it stop, I just click it again. But this is a easy way I found out to get it working. See, these are normally the playlists associated with AAMusic. I always see that 1992 track on every one of these playlists it opens up. But watch what happens when you click it. That actually played. Normally it would go down like it couldn't play it. See if it's working. Nope. You could do that 100 times. Watch. See if it works. It's actually playing on every one I click. Normally it would scroll down saying you can't play audio. This is the way I fix it every time. Go back to the 192. Start it from the top. Probably still won't be working. You could do that 100 times and not get it working. So the 3 little dots up here. Click Start Radio. It's going to pop up with a little ad. Click back, play, works every time. Of course it'll crash and stop working again, but that will get it playing every single time. Bear move. And Amazon, see, this is on a paid subscription trial, and normally the Amazon and Apple Music, I'm on trial. And normally when it stops, all you gotta do is just click the next. It seems to work on the trials. See? Seems to always work on the trials. On the paid version. But yeah, I wanted my 32 gig phones, my better phones freed up so I could run app-like apps on them, because I can't run them on these. All these are LG Optimus Zone 3s, except this one right here is a Galaxy S4, I believe. And Spotify just crashed. You know, kind of see if this works. Sometimes it does, not that much. So when it does, I just go here. See. This is Spotify 192. Same track as the other one. All these AAMusic, I notice this is just an easy one to spot. I always see that 192 in all of them. Yeah, I have been wanting to say this, man. The last video I did of AAMusic, man, I was testing so many apps. I had like probably 7 phones on my desk. If I would have aimed the camera over there, I was running like a few different apps and testing all kinds of new apps. And in order to test it, you gotta keep testing it until you got enough points to cash out to see if it's real and, you know, worth using. And man, I've done a couple of them over because I thought maybe it was just something that happened. But every time on like probably 15 apps I tried, right when you just about have the points to cash out, nothing works. Everything just stops working. The videos won't play. I don't know about the surveys. I wasn't even trying to, you know, I'm not even trying to do the surveys. You know, we're all about trying to get passive, but the videos wouldn't play, and they were actually videos that you had to like click to play the next video. It was nowhere near passive, but still none of them paid. So I literally just got tired of it, and I've been doing those apps for like probably over a week, and I'd made the AA video. I was kind of a little already frustrated with all the apps I was running that just was not paying, was not working. As soon as you get the points, so just about have the points to cash out. And I tried the apps a few different times and a couple different counts, and every single time the apps I tried that weren't working or paying or just scam apps, both times the points stopped at the exact same time on both accounts. So that right there just told me that they're making money off you. And just when you get the $10 to cash out, 40 points away, it just stops. And I tried to leave the app in there for like a week, try it again, still wouldn't work. So yeah, I started leaving all the apps I was testing installed, so I didn't actually re-download them on the phones. So every time I was testing the apps, I would just leave it installed. Well, yeah, there it is there, man. I just been wanting to say that last video of Honeygain, where it seemed like all weirded out, I was already kind of a little frustrated with all these apps I've been running and weren't working. And then when I got into this, once I found out there was updates and all this, and then this wasn't working. But yeah, literally after that video, spent a little more time on this. Actually, I shut these down for a little bit because I was tired of testing apps. But then, you know, I went back to this after a day or two, and then they work. But I don't know, man. I think I'm going to put these back on my other phones. They were earning way better on my other phones. Ran this all day yesterday. Still see it at 13. When I had the other phones, I was making probably like, I was making over $1 a day. And where that 3 is, the 3.9 or whatever, I believe that 3 would be like $3. But that was like that yesterday, and I ran this all day yesterday once I set these phones up. But you could tell from the last video, remember, I would drop it down because I had all my perk apps on this still, and so the phones were really sluggish. But now they run better. Before, it almost seemed like I had to close each app to open it. I just did a full fresh. Seeing this stupid S7, on the display settings, it only lets you go to 10 minutes. It turns off, so I have to have a screen on app to keep it on, even while it's charging. Even though developer option is on and stay awake by charging, and it still turns off. So I have to keep a screen on app. It's called Keep Screen On. It's really simple. Just push a little work. Trying to hold the camera still, man. I'm I'm gonna get me another one of these days. This is one thing I've been wanting to say though before I forget about Spotify, how to get it working. If you're new and just testing it, not clicking it. Okay. Oh wait, this is the wrong app. I forgot. I tried to have my Spotify like order so I could just Spotify, Apple, and down the line instead of having to go like this. Alright, which app did I have on the phone? Okay, this one's Spotify. See if you notice all my phones. I won't zoom in. That's Amazon. But I keep it like that just easier to know what app I'm opening. But this is the thing with Spotify. It's how you have to get it working. You will not earn points. It will not work. It will say earning mode off unless you do this. You know, just open Spotify. I would open Spotify before you go to try to open it through AAMusic. Click the little I can't even see it. Click the little gear icon up top. First on Spotify, just click the home. Click the gear. Wait a second. Click the gear. Alright, you want to scroll all the way down. Wait a second, did I pass it? I think I passed it. Trying to stare at it through the phone. Okay, this is what you need. Device broadcast status. It's got to be right here. Put a check in device broadcast status. Because when you first install it, that's unchecked. AAMusic will not work unless you put a check under device broadcast status. So I doubt my music's still playing. I'll just close it, reopen it. Actually, I think it was still playing. My arm's getting tired holding this phone still. Alright, it should work. Boom. There it is there. Oh, see, this one stops all the time, man. Like, I'm talking about all the time. I don't even know how many times that the Google's actually stops every day. Stops a lot. It'll stop. See? It just stops. But I'm not on the trial on this. See, it won't work. Watch. Go like this. Actually, I'll just show you it works even on that. I'll just leave it like that. Not even select the playlist. Little thing up top. Start radio. Little ad will pop up. Just kick back. Play. Back to AA. It's working. You always keep it like this, because the way I put them on my little rack over there, I aim them kind of crooked a little bit, but I put those up and I had to turn the brightness up so I can see if they stop. But then I got to the point to where Google, I got tired of getting up. I'll literally just fix it and sit down and look back at it a second later and it's already stopped. So Google, I set by me. Yeah, there it is. I think I am going to put them back on my other phones. I'm not really sure. I kind of want the app-like apps, but it's kind of pretty odd for me, to tell you the truth, have the best earning app on the lowest you know, on the slower phones. You gotta bet when you got the best app, man. Your best earner should not be on your cheapest phones, which is what I actually put them on. And I can tell it was definitely earning way better on my other phones. I still at 13. It was like that like all day. And other phones went from like 10 to 13 in one day. That's how big of a difference. So I don't know. I probably will put them back on other phones. It all depends if I find an app that's worth it, man. A lot of those app like apps, it says 60 seconds, and then the next thing you know, it'll say like 3,000, 4,000 seconds, and only get 24 points or sometimes 12 points. You know, I'm running App Station. I believe, no, it's Lucky Miner. Seems to be a good one that gives high points. So, actually, I got off topic. I only meant to talk about AA. Well, yeah, there it is there. It's my AAMusic routine, and, you know, what you have to do to get Spotify to work. And then, what you have to do to get Google Music working. You can get it working instantly. See what I did? Instantly worked. I don't know how much longer I'm going to do this video. Let me see if it stops again. I just want to see it stop. It will stop, I guarantee. But that thing I just showed you right there, the start radio. Which phone is it? This one? Top. Whenever your thing stops, or just when you click a playlist, and I'll click this, and like the other day it just kept counting down like it just wouldn't play it, or like they weren't here or something. But the only way to click that start radio, after you click your list, you have to open it back up. Yeah, well, I don't know what I just clicked. The 3 dots up there. Trying to stare at it through the phone is pretty hard. I'm actually pushing buttons with my other finger on the other phone. And just click the start radio. You don't even have to watch the ad. When the ad pops up, just click back. Click play. Back to your AAMusic. Sometimes it runs, but then sometimes on the Google Music, it wants to run for so many seconds and then it'll stop. But then sometimes it'll run. I was having all the problems with Deezer. I don't have no problems with that one. Not having no problems with none of them. Except that Google Music just keeps stopping. And the only other problem that I really kept thinking about it when I was doing it is, why am I putting AAMusic, my highest earner, on my cheapest phones? You know, when I had this on my other phones, I was making more money in Cashmagnet. Now, seeing it still at 13, I forgot. I think it was 13.1 or 13.2 yesterday. So that means I was only like 840 points or something like that. But on the other phones, it went from, I don't even know if I had 10. But we'll just say I had 10, and then next, you know, in that day it was 13. So I know the other phones are, I'm probably going to put them back. Watch one of these other videos, you'll probably see them back. But these phones, I can't run the app-like games. A lot of the games and apps, and they'll all say not compatible, and I've tried it before. I mean, they definitely will not run Cashmagnet. I've tried that before too. Before I had different phones. Yeah, there it is there, man. It's my AAMusic. It's running, not as good as other phones. So all I can keep thinking about. Probably gonna reformat my other phones because they still have all my Cashmagnet stuff on it from my old, when I was running Cashmagnet on them. So who knows, if I default them, they actually might, and reset them, they might actually, those other phones might actually run better because it's all got tons of Cashmagnet apps and stuff on it. These did a fresh reset default on every single one of these phones. I'll make another video later showing what to disable and everything on the phone. Because when you first install these on these like LG, I even do it to my better phones, my faster phones, just because it actually makes it faster. But yeah, with these right here, I have to disable like a bunch of stuff on it just to make them go any faster. Like a bunch of services and bloatware, and there's even a couple of things you can't disable. 3 settings and default, developer options. You can turn 3 settings off. I think it's like animation scale or something like that. Turn those off. Everyone I see always puts it to like 0.1 or 0.0 or I think it's 0.5 or something like that. So I just turn it off. Just the animation scale. It's like having, like Windows 10 or Windows 7, and you got the visual effects and shadows for your mouse and all that stuff. You can turn all that stuff off. Just see. That's what I was waiting for. That's why this video went a little longer. Just wanted to show this does crash all the time. Click play. Probably won't work. Nope. So this time I'm just going to go ahead and go back up here. Click play. Oh yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. There it goes. Lucky I did this video a little longer. Oh man, this thing is going to zoom in. There it goes. Okay, watch. Click 1992. See? Current music. Or couldn't play the stream you requested. That was happening all day yesterday. That did not happen on my other phone, so. But it's only happening on this Google, on this phone. But it never happened when I had it on the other phone, so I'm not sure if it's the phone or just something going on with Google right now. See, look. Just click play. Stop. Watch this. Open, when it's played down here. It ain't gonna work. Click down here. Open the list back up. 3 dots in the corner. Start radio. Add, close, play, working. I'm not sure if it's actually gaining points though, because sometimes like when you're out of time and you're still trying to see if it'll run, if you're fully out of time, it'll count down and stuff like that. It looks like you might be gaining points, but when the time's up, whatever it started doing once your time was up, it'll just drop it back down so you won't gain points. So I guess maybe the only way to really tell if it's gaining points is turning all the other phones off and then trying this one, so when it crashes I could see if it's actually gaining points. Because a lot of times it'll count down if you're already out of time running the streaming service. It'll be showing the numbers flying like that, points gaining. But then when it stops, every point it gained like this, it'll, you won't get them. I think normally when your time's up, I think it only lasts like 30 seconds, maybe a little longer, it'll do this. And then it'll just stop. But whatever points it did, you won't get them. Oh, there it is there. You can see everything's running good. But look at, anyway, it's 6:49. I started this at 4:40. It's still on 13.9. Even though the points look like they're flying, it looks like it's working, like it kind of does look like it's going about as fast as my other phones. No, I think my other ones did the timer. I think it was a little faster. Because this, it looks like it kind of stopped in a second. The other ones looks like it was just going like just speeding by. But yeah, I don't know, man. I kind of wanted to put these cheaper phones to use because I don't have anything really I'm running on it. Had my perks on this. But yeah, there it is there, man. I don't want to go on too long with my earthquake wobbly video. I keep trying a different phone, man, but couldn't get the light on it, so I just grabbed the same one I've been using, but kind of sucks. Big ass phone. It keeps slippery too. It slides out my hand. Alright, man. There it is here. 26 minutes on a AA video. A little longer. But my main thing was just to show you guys that the Google keeps crashing and the way to fix it. It will see how it works every time. Sometimes it'll work a little longer, sometimes not, but that thing I did, the start radio thing, get it working every time. And for your Spotify, don't forget that setting. It will not work. Sometimes these phones zooming in. Yeah, that's Spotify. Notice I think I need to have light on them so it actually shows them zoom in. But yeah, don't forget that setting in Spotify, the device broadcast option. Enable that, Spotify will work. Man, it's still 13.9. It was like that when I started it at 4:40. It's 6:50 right now. Dang, that's nothing. I'm gonna have to definitely test it on my other phones, run it for a day or two and see what it makes. But alright, see, it's a cheap ass phone, man. Hit it. It don't have the screen timeout. It's only 10 minutes, and even if it's plugged in, developer option on, and stay awake while charging, yeah, it don't matter. It still turns off. I think I got one other phone that does that. But alright, man. There it is there. I've been having a couple of requests to do this AA. Plus, I've been wanting to do it after that video where it sounded like I was ranting. I was already frustrated, man, with 7 phones and probably 20 different apps I was using. Maybe 15. It was definitely a lot of apps. And then I had to use them to try to get the points to cash out. And, you know, I'm doing all these apps for over a week to find out they ain't working. But, alright, man. There it is there. Got all my AAs running. Alright, see you guys later. Happy farming.